Continue with the question series. Now let's go with the first question, and we'll give 2 seconds or 3 seconds for each question to answer. Okay, you can answer in the comments. In Indian philosophy, Prammana means, so what will be your answer? Yeah, take 2 seconds. Yeah, the answer is source of knowledge. So Prammana is a term commonly found in Hinduism. Means Prammana means means of knowledge, right? Means of knowledge. There are different 6 Prammanas, you all know it. So there are 6 Prammanas. One is Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha means perception. Second one is Anumana, inference. Third one is Upamana, right? We all know it. It is analogy. Fourth one is Arthapatti. It is postulation. And fifth one is Anupalabdi, non-perception, that is negative perception, negative proofing. So the last one is Shabda, that is relying on complete words. Okay, so these are the 6 Prammanas that we have. Pramana means basically a source of knowledge. That is what we have to remember in it, right? So let us go for the next question also, which is included in the 6th school Shaddarshana of Indian philosophy. Take 2 seconds. Yeah, if you have said Vaisheshika, that is the right answer. There are 6 schools, 6 Orthodox schools. There are 2 types of things, Orthodox and unorthodox. So 6 Orthodox schools. In that, first one will be Samkhya, second one Yoga, third one Nyaya, and fourth one Vaisheshika, fifth one is Mimamsa, sixth one is Vedanta. Right? This we are calling it as Shaddarshana, and Samkhya is strongly dualistic in nature. This is dualistic in nature. So yoga is, we all know about meditation and all, and Nyaya deals with the logic, investigation and origin of knowledges, and Vaisheshika deals with empiristic branch of atomism. So Mimamsa is anti-mystic in nature, and Vedanta, we all know, is a study of the last books of Vedas, that is Vedanta. Veda is Anta, that is last books of Vedas is Vedanta. So then Upanishads, right? Here you will be having self Atman and absolute self, that is Brahman. Atman and Brahman is 2 things in it. Okay, this is very brief about 6 schools of it, and let's go for the next question without any delay. And next comes Nibbana is the concept related to. Nibbana is the concept related to which among the following? Yeah, if you have said Buddhism, so that is the right answer. In Buddhism, there are 2 main types of Nibbana. One is Sopanna Nibbana, and second one is Asamekya Nibbana. Sopanna Nibbana is lower level, which is attained by Arhat. What is Arhat? Arhat is an enlightenment being who has eliminated all the attachments. So it's an enlightenment which is obtained by removing all attachments. This is lowest level, we have to remember. Then Asmekya is the higher level of Nibbana. This is attained by Bodhisattva. Okay. So Bodhisattva means nothing but Bodhisattva is, it is a vow to attain enlightenment. So you have to vow, you have to give the promise for enlightenment, attaining the enlightenment. This sopana is just you are taking it for yourself. Nibbana is not a place. You have to remember, Nibbana is not a place or a state of being. It is a state of mind. Okay, it is a state of mind. You have to remember, it is not a place or something. It is state of mind, which is free from sufferings and attachments. That is the ultimate goal of Buddhism. You have to remember that. So Nibbana is a state of mind which is completely away from the attachments, which is related to Buddhism. And next question is the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. What is in Patanjali Yoga Sutra? What is the term for ethical standards and moral disciplines considered the first limb of yoga? There are 8 limbs of yoga. We know that. So considering the first limbs of yoga, what is that? Yeah, it is easy. See, Nama, Yama. So you know Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pratyahara. These all are 8 limbs of yoga. So we don't need to mention it again, right? So what are the 8 limbs of yoga? It is no need to mention, but for our recalling, I am mentioning it. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. These are the 8 limbs of yoga. Okay. First limb is Yama. That is what we have mentioned here. Okay. Next question. If we go, which of the following Indian philosophies is considered an Astic philosophy? Astic, Gnostic. There are 2, right? Gnostic are unorthodox. Astic means orthodox. So what they are asking is, what are the orthodox philosophy here? Very easy. Yes, Samkhya Yoga, right? Dualistic. It is dualistic. We already said it is dualistic. It is dualistic philosophy. It connects with the yoga philosophy and affirmation, ultimate reality. It focuses upon the ultimate reality. So whereas Buddhism is a founder is Buddha, emphasis on 4 noble truths, 4 noble truths and 8-fold path, liberation and suffering. This is Buddhism. And Jainism, if you go, Mahavira, Vardhaman Mahavira, and non-violence, truth, path for spiritual purity, and there are three Ratnas are there. So all these things about Jainism. And Charvaka is a materialistic. It is materialistic, rejects spiritual concepts. So reject spiritual concepts. Okay, that is what about this thing. And if you go for the next one, how many pillars of faith are accepted by those who follow Islam? So if you, the answer is very easy. So option is 5. There are 5 pillars of Islam. What are these pillars? These pillars are Shahada, which means faith, and the next one is Salaha, which is prayer. Next one is Zakat, which is charity. Next it's fasting, and the next one is Hajj, pilgrimage. Okay, these are the 5 pillars of Islam. Sahad is declaration of Allah. Salah is prayers about Allah, and charitable giving is what we are calling it as Zakat. And fasting during the month of Ramjan is Farm, and Hajj is a pilgrim Mecca. Mecca is Hajj. Okay. In Salah, in prayers, Muslims pray 5 times a day. Those all are included in here actually. Muslims pray 5 times a day at specific times, that is Farja, Duhana, Asra, Maghir and Isha. Like that, in the dawn, noon, afternoon, sunset and night. Okay. 2.5 Zakat also, 2.5% of their income must be given to the charity. That is given in there. So these are a few things. The next one, this is match the following. Take 2 seconds or 3 seconds and you can see. You can pause the video and see also. Okay, the right option here is Kaivalya. Kaivalya is related to Jainism. And B, Jiva Mukti. Jiva Mukti is related to Vedanta. Mukti is related. Nirvana is related to Buddhism. We have already said liberation and suffering. Liberation is for Nirvana. And Ananda is Ananda Kosh is a Panchakosh, one among the Panchakoshas, right? So this goes here. So this is definitely seen. If you know, this is a very well known thing. Ananda Kosh is Panchakosh, one of the Panchakosh. So D, among these two options, one option will be there, and one more we can match is C is Buddhism, that is Nirvana, and the Jiva Mukti, Mukti should be either Jainism or Vedanta. So, but here Mukti is not the essence of Jainism, so option 4 can be the right answer. Okay. Kaivalya, Kaivalya is actually a Jain term. Jiva Mukti is a concept of Vedanta and self-realization, that is what it means. Nirvana is Buddhist philosophy, suffering and cycle of birth, death and rebirth, right? That is the one. Ananda Kosh. There are different koshas. So there are Pancha koshas, we know, right? Ananda Kosh is the ultimate one. Ananda Kosh, and then comes Vijnayamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, and Annamaya Kosh. Ananda, Vijnana, Manomaya, Annamaya. Before to that, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Pranamaya, Annamaya Kosh, right? Okay, that's enough, I think, and we can go for the next one. See, that is how it works. According to Tatriya Upanishad, arrange the following koshas going inward. So inward, we have already seen it, it is very easy. Now inward means the major to the small one, that is what they mean. So first one, the last one is Anandamaya Kosh, that we have already seen it. So A should be the last. A is the last means option 1 is the right answer. Okay, Annamaya Kosh is the first, biggest, starting from Annamaya to Ananda. That is what. Okay, Annamaya Kosh. So I am writing numbers based upon the order. The first one, Annamaya Kosh is 5. After that comes Pranamaya Kosh, which is 4. Manomaya Kosh 3. It's 2. It's 1. This is the order. Okay. The next one is if in Jain philosophy, which of the following is not one of the 3 main categories of knowledge? Jnana. Okay. Yeah, take some time. Okay. The right answer is fourth one. In fact, Kevalya Jnana is omniscience. This is the highest form of knowledge, in fact. So where the soul possesses complete and perfect knowledge of all substance. This is true. I mean, Kevala Jnana means it is ultimate truth. So it will be there, past and present and future also it is true. It is a state of absolute and ultimate knowledge. That is what we have to remember that. So Kevalya knowledge is ultimate. You remember that it is ultimate. The next one is Avadi knowledge. So this we call it as clairvoyance. This type of knowledge allows the processor to perceive and understand objects. It is the extrasensory perception. This is extrasensory perception. Okay, which enables the person to perceive things. This is about the perception. And Mahaparajnana is mind reading. It is mind reading. It deals about the emotions, mental state of other beings, and mind reading abilities of individuals. All these things come under Mahaprana Jnana. Now, Strutha Jnana. Strutha Jnana is about scripture or sculptural knowledge. Okay. So that's it. We can go for the next one. Which one of the following combinations gives a correct reason for including philosophy of education in teacher education curriculum? So this you can read out and you can get it. So philosophy is an oldest discipline. It's not the reason to include teacher education curriculum. If it is oldest, it doesn't mean that. Philosophy helps to understand education concept in a holistic way. That is the main essence of philosophy being included into educational philosophy. That's what we are calling it as, right? Now philosophy and education are two sides of same coin. Okay, yes, philosophy and education cannot be separated each other, so they should be existing. So philosophy helps in developing a better personality of prospective teachers. Yeah, it may be, but may not be the right answer yet. Let us see. Philosophical analysis of educational concepts helps in developing a rational viewpoint. That is pakka correct. So A, B, C, E is there, B, C is there. So option 2 is the right answer. It's not about the personality, that is the main sense. So